Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that many of you have asked about, berberine. This natural compound has been gaining a lot of attention for its potential benefits for metabolic health, especially when it comes to managing blood sugar and supporting weight management. It's truly a fascinating supplement. However, like with many powerful tools, how you use it matters a lot. I've noticed many people making the same few mistakes when they start taking berberine, which can unfortunately limit its effectiveness or even lead to some unwanted side effects. So, in this video, we're going to break down the 3 most common mistakes people make with berberine A. My goal is to help you understand how to use it correctly, so you can get the best possible results on your health journey. Whether you're already taking it, considering it, or just curious, this video is for you. We'll cover everything from timing and dosage to the quality of the supplement itself. Getting these details right can make a world of difference. So grab a notepad, and let's get started on unlocking the full potential of berberine the right way. Alright, let us jump straight into the first, and arguably one of the most common mistakes, taking berberine on an empty stomach. I see this happen all the time. People often think of supplements like a morning vitamin that you just pop with a glass of water before you've eaten anything. But with berberine, that's not the best strategy. Why? Well, berberine's primary job in the context of metabolic health is to help your body manage the glucose, or sugar, that comes from the food you eat. Think of it this way. Berberine works by activating an enzyme called AMPK, which is often called the body's metabolic master switch. When AMP is activated, it helps your cells take up glucose from your bloodstream more effectively, preventing those big post-meal blood sugar spikes. So, if you take berberine when there's no food in your system, and therefore no incoming glucose to manage, it doesn't have a clear task to perform. It's like sending a traffic controller to an empty intersection. There's simply nothing for them to direct. To get the maximum benefit, you want berberine to be active and ready to work right when your body starts digesting carbohydrates and sugars. More than just being less effective, taking berberine on an empty stomach can also lead to some digestive discomfort for some people. It's a potent compound, and without food to act as a buffer, it can sometimes cause symptoms like stomach upset, cramping, or nausea. This is one of the main reasons people stop taking it, thinking it just doesn't agree with them, when really, it's just a simple timing issue. The solution is easy. Always take your berberine with or just before a meal, especially a meal that contains carbohydrates. This ensures it's in your system and ready to go to work right when you need it most, while also minimizing the chance of any stomach trouble. It's a small change that can make a huge impact on your experience and results. This brings us directly to the second major mistake, which is all about dosage and consistency. Either taking too much too soon or not taking it consistently enough. Let's start with the too much too soon part. When people hear about the amazing potential benefits of berberine, it's natural to think that more is better. They might start with a high dose, like 1500 milligrams, from day 1. This is generally not a good idea. As we just discussed, berberine can be tough on the digestive system, especially when your body isn't used to it. Jumping into a high dose right away is a common reason for experiencing digestive side effects, like diarrhea or constipation. Your gut needs time to adapt. A much better approach is to start low and go slow. Begin with a smaller dose, say 500 milligrams once a day with your largest meal. Do that for a week or 2 and see how your body responds. If you feel good and aren't having any issues, you can then consider increasing the dose. The standard, clinically studied dosage is typically 1500 milligrams per day, but it's almost always split into 3 500 milligram doses, taken with each of your main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This split dosage isn't just about minimizing side effects, it's also about effectiveness. Berberine has a relatively short half-life in the body, which means it gets processed and cleared out fairly quickly. If you take all 1500 milligrams in the morning, its levels in your bloodstream will peak and then drop off, leaving you with less coverage for your lunch and dinner. By splitting the dose, you maintain more stable levels of berberine in your system throughout the day, providing consistent support for your metabolism with every meal. This consistent presence is key to activating that AMPK pathway effectively and managing blood sugar levels around the clock. So, remember, start low, build up gradually, and split your daily dose across your meals for the best outcome. Now let's talk about the other side of that coin, consistency. Taking berberine sporadically, or only when you remember, is another huge mistake that will seriously limit your results. You might take it for a few days, forget for a weekend, then take it again. This and-off approach just doesn't work for a supplement like berberine. Remember that AMPK activation we talked about? This isn't a one-and-done event. For berberine to make a real, lasting impact on your metabolic health, it needs to be taken consistently over time. Think of it like exercise. You wouldn't expect to get fit by going to the gym once every 2 weeks. You need to show up regularly to build strength and endurance. The same principle applies here. Consistent daily intake allows berberine to exert its effects continuously, helping to improve insulin sensitivity, support healthy cholesterol levels, and regulate blood sugar over the long term. The benefits of berberine are cumulative. They build on each other day after day. So, if you're serious about seeing what berberine can do for you, you have to commit to it. Make it a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Set a reminder on your phone, use a pill organizer, or place the bottle right next to your plate, at mealtimes, whatever it takes, to help you remember. In most clinical studies where berberine showed significant benefits, participants were taking it every single day for several weeks or months. That's the level of commitment required. Without that consistency, you're likely to be disappointed and might mistakenly conclude that berberine doesn't work for you, when in reality, you just haven't given it a fair chance to do its job. Finally, let's discuss the third common mistake, and this one is critically important: ignoring the quality and form of the berberine supplement you choose. The supplement market is vast and, unfortunately, not very well regulated. This means there's a huge variation in the quality, purity, and potency of products on the shelf. Grabbing the cheapest bottle you can find without doing any research is a recipe for disappointment. A low-quality supplement might not even contain the amount of berberine stated on the label, or it could be contaminated with fillers or other unwanted substances. So, how do you choose a good one? The first thing to look for is third-party testing. This is when an independent lab verifies that the product contains what the label says it contains and is free from contaminants. Look for certifications from organizations like NSF, USP, or Consumer Lab on the packaging or the company's website. This is a crucial mark of a reputable brand that is committed to quality and transparency. Beyond purity, you also need to consider the form of berberine. You'll typically see berberine, HCl, or berberine hydrochloride on the label. This is the form that has been used in the vast majority of scientific research and is known to be stable and reabsorbed. There are other forms out there, like berberine sulfate, but HCl is the gold standard backed by science. Recently, you may have also seen a new form called dihydroberberine, or DHB. This is essentially a more bioavailable version of berberine. The claim is that it's absorbed up to 5 times more effectively, which means you can take a smaller dose and potentially experience fewer of the gastrointestinal side effects. While it's a newer and often more expensive option, it's something to consider, especially if you've had digestive issues with standard berberine HCl. The key takeaway here is, do your homework. Invest in a high-quality third-party tested product, preferably in the HCl form, from a brand you trust. Your results depend on it. So, to quickly recap the 3 big mistakes we've covered today. First, taking berberine on an empty stomach instead of with your meals. Is even more effective. And as always, it is incredibly important to talk to your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional before starting any new supplement, including berberine. This is especially crucial if you are currently taking any medications, particularly for diabetes or blood pressure, as berberine can interact with them. A healthcare provider can help you determine if it is the right choice for your individual health situation and guide you on the proper dosage. Please do not self-diagnose or replace prescribed medications with supplements. Your health and safety are the #1 priority. I really hope this breakdown has been helpful and clears up some of the confusion surrounding berberine gating. The details right can truly be a... If you've learned something new today, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. And do you and forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos on health and wellness.